Hello, hello. So just a disclaimer, this is going to be a very long video. I'm going to try to put maybe some timestamps throughout it just to give you an idea of any sections that you might want to skip to. It turned out very long because I had a lot to say as far as reviewing these honestly. You'll see later that I fully believe in being able to put your money in effective places, so anything that I can do to keep you from going through giving your money out to something that maybe in the long run does not look great on you or that you don't love, I'm gonna try to always help with that. And so I will be doing a review of two corsets that I recently purchased from their 4 for the price of 1 sale, they being Corset Story. And these are corsets that I believe they are still showcasing as part of their historical line. And so those 2 corsets you're going to see, and you're also going to see 2 corsets that I was supposed to review last year. You'll hear the whole spiel about why it's been a year or so. And with that being said, here's the video. I hope you enjoy. Why do I do this? No, I'm asking you, like, why do I do this? So, I am back again with another Corset Story review. Well, sort of. So if you happen to see my Corset Story Stays video from about a year ago, I did purchase some of their new historical line. I kind of gave just a brief review on 2 of their corsets, primarily the ones that are based on 18th century style stays. I believe one was more 18th century style and one seemed a little more Baroque. So I just wanted to come back to y'all and let you know I did it again. I don't know why, but I did. What did I do again? I participated in their 4 for the price of 1 sale again. I primarily purchased ones in their historical line again. However, this time I went with more kind of aesthetically pleasing ones from their historical line. The design of them should be about Victorian to Edwardian periods as far as their detail and their styling. However, I'm going to be showing you the shape that they actually give you. I haven't tried these corsets on, so they could be pretty well. I am also not an expert on corsets. I just happen to know the ones that I happen to know. And so, like I said, these are going to be Victorian to Edwardian period style, and they're going to be a little different than what I'm used to. I have 3 here that I purchased. The 4th that I did for the sale I gave to my sister because she showed interest in wanting to just have a corset for like Renfest and stuff like that. There's not going to be a 4th. I'm going to show you the 3 new ones that I most recently purchased, and then I'm going to show you the 2 that I mentioned I would be showing you. However, I never did because I wasn't sure anyone would actually watch the videos. I don't know. I don't have a lot of confidence in my videos or in my channel as a whole, so I don't know. I kind of talked myself mentally out of doing the other corsets. There were 2 more that I did not show you in the Corset Story Stays video. I am currently wearing one of them. You can also see it, I believe, in my Stay Golden Cosmetics try on and take off video. And so this is part of their retro line. I don't know if I should stand. I'm wearing a gross romper, so please just be nice. This one is a lot of fun. It's actually not as tight as it could be. This one is based off of, like, did you hear my voice change a little? This one is based off of a more retro style. I can't remember the exact style that it's called, but it's supposed to be fun. If you are familiar with 1950s and even 60s fashion, there became this obsession for space kind of I can't remember the term for the style of clothing, but there became this fascination with the idea of space style clothing. It's futuristic looking, something that you would see in the Jetsons. And so I wanted a cute little burlesque style corset, so I did purchase that. I'm going to show you the back, but not my butt. Not that there's much to show y'all. I mean, it's just, I mean, some people have peaches. I have a nectarine. It is what it is. But this one, it has these little flares here. You can see it has this cute kind of a peigne style here at the side, and it's just a really gorgeous color, and it definitely has that retro vintage feel to it. I definitely, if I were brave enough to do burlesque, this is one that I would love to wear. I think it'd be a lot of fun. It'd just be something kind of cute to wear. And so I do have this one currently on. This one is on the website. It is a long line, so if you're short like me, I personally am 5'2", and so if you're short like me, a long line can be good and can be bad. Sometimes a long line can give you a strange shape, sometimes stranger than normal, if you are shorter framed. For this particular corset, I did not mind it being a long line, and so I wish I could show you without being vulgar on YouTube. So the point of it is pretty much when I sit, it's like between my legs. Like I said, I am 5'2", and so the long line, it's long. I mean, it's long. It's supposed to cinch you, but also be very long. For this one, I didn't mind it being long line because usually I avoid long line corsets. With this one, it didn't matter to me just because if I were brave enough to like wear this out, I could put on, you know, a pair of bloomers or some sort of short skirt or short shorts, and I could maybe do stockings, cute stockings, or even a tiny tutu, feather tutu, and I would still be able to have that kind of burlesque style look that I was hoping for without having a shorter corset that's gonna show more. I'm not sure if that made sense. Basically what I'm saying is, because it goes so low down, I don't have to cover too much if I were to put on a tutu or to put on some sort of feather shorts or skirt or some sort of accessory at the bottom half. So I don't mind this being long line. For those of you who are wondering about the glitter, yes, it is real glitter, and yes, it does shed. Some months ago, I did do a deep cleaning of my carpet with I think it was a Bissell or something deep cleaner, like a pet deep cleaner. And there was a lot of glitter. There was quite a bit of glitter. It does shed. As far as... yeah, it's not too bad. It's not exactly on my hands, but as you work it around, as you move it, it is gonna shed. So if you're not a glitter fan, and technically I'm not either, this may be one to avoid. It didn't matter as much for me because I figured I wouldn't be using it as much, but looking at my skin, I do have quite a bit of gold glitter going on. So with that being said, I am going to show you the two corsets I was supposed to show you after the Corset Story Stays original review video. If you're interested in that video, by the way, you could take a look. That is my review of the 18th century style stays that they created, and I actually was pretty impressed, especially with the mint stays. I can honestly tell you, I wear those stays all the time. If you see me in costume on Instagram, I'm more than likely wearing those stays because of how well they cinched me. I did mention in that review that I would do a comparison of handmade stays versus these kind of machine-made, mass-produced stays. Not these, but the others, of course. And unfortunately, I did not do that comparison because the handmade stays that I purchased, in my opinion, are not very good. They do not give me the shape that I need to get into these 18th century gowns and to fit the bum rolls or the peignes well enough. Unfortunately, I believe wherever I purchased the handmade stays, At best, they used plastic boning. At worst, I think they used zip ties. And so unfortunately, I'm a little upset that I paid from, I think, either $160 or $170 for zip tie stays. Not judging anyone who makes zip tie stays. Obviously, if you prefer those and they offer way more flexibility, that's great and it's more budget friendly. But there's something about having not been warned that those stays were going to be zip tie stays that upset me personally, because I could feel that their shape are zip ties. That's just my my conspiracy theory, I think, on the stays that I purchased that were handmade from Etsy. I will not be mentioning the page, just to be respectful. I'm kind of if you can't say anything nice at all, don't say anything. And so I don't want to throw shade at that shop. It's just, I did feel personally misled when I finally realized the reason I wasn't getting the shape I needed was because, I believe they're zip ties. And so long story short, TLDR, I was originally going to do a review of these two corsets, and I was going to show you a side-by-side comparison of the difference between mass-produced stays and the actual handmade stays. And when I say handmade, I mean handmade. They were made for my shape, my bust, my waist size, all of that, arm size, all of that good stuff. And unfortunately, like I said, they're beautiful, and props to being able to hand make stays, but they are not giving me the shape that I need in order to get in these gowns and to look the way I need to. So that being said, if you've seen me in costume on my Instagram or even on this YouTube channel, more than likely I'm wearing those Corset Story mint stays because they give me a really good shape. I do know a lot of people don't like Corset Story. I believe they're a little controversial in that I believe that, mass producing and fast fashion is, of course, something just really irritated my throat. I'm so sorry if you heard me like giving way. I kind of am still. That can only be either hair or glitter. So, what was I saying? Oh, okay, I know a lot of people don't like Corset Story just because these sales are kind of encouraging fast fashion. I do agree. And so that's why I personally don't participate in these sales that often. However, I did want to give y'all a review of these historical corsets just so you could figure out for yourself if it would be worth it. I mean, corsets, they can be incredibly pricey. Especially depending on the shape that you need. If you're hand making them or if you're commissioning handmade ones, of course they can be pricey. And so I wanted to do a video where if you were interested in their historical line or some of the corsets of their historical line, you could take a click on the video, see how it looks on me, and just figure out, is it going to be worth it to you personally, or do you want to go ahead and have one custom made or just look elsewhere? So just consider me your guide, your kind of litmus test as to whether their shape is going to be worth it and their durability in hand. I'm going to try to always be honest with you. Like I said, if I have nothing nice to say, I either won't say it or I just won't bring too much attention to where exactly it's directed. Hopefully. We'll see. So with that being said, I'm getting out of this corset. You're gonna see my gross romper again unless I decide not to show you the gross romper. And this will be the other old corset that I had. And then after that, I will show you the new ones. Okay, so if I remember correctly, this is also part of their Burlesque line. I have not seasoned this corset, and so it does not look as shapely as the other one does because I haven't worn it as much. This one, I will say, is a fight to get on. Unfortunately, the beadwork can make it very difficult for you to close your hook and eye closures. And if you can see here, this one I can't even close at all because, yeah, I can't get that going. Also, in the fight to get that one closed. I did lose some sequins and some beads, so keep that in mind if you're looking at this particular one. I'll try to put a direct link to all the ones that I have so you can either purchase or avoid. I believe this one is another from their Burlesque line. You can see that there is some beadwork and some sequins. Your normal hook and eye closures. We'll do a little... You can probably hear me popping and clicking as I turn. And it offers a pretty decent shape, considering I haven't shaped this. Yeah, I would say that's pretty decent. This is a little bit of an issue, but like I said, I haven't seasoned it, so it could be a little better. I also don't wear overbusts a lot, so it takes me a while to get used to them and get in shape with them again. So yeah, I don't know if the camera is doing a justice, if you're able to see, but the sequins seem to be like a dual tone. So kind of a purplish blue with a black backing. And so it's a nice color. I believe I got this to like pair with a long black tutu or something like that. Just something kind of fun and different. You can hear it in my voice, I'm like out of breath. It was a fight to get on, and unfortunately in that fight I did lose some beads and some sequins. I believe, if I remember correctly, the package did come with beads and sequins, but I mean, I won't be wearing this too much for it to be too big of a deal. So that's the other corset that I was going to show you last year but didn't get to. And without further ado, I will show you the other historical corsets. So just to further specify, these technically are two from the 4 for the price of 1 sale that are claiming to be historically based. I believe this is meant to be, looks pretty bleak on camera, huh? This one I thought was pretty cute. It's meant to be, I believe, in the Victorian style, possibly Edwardian, however it appears to be more Victorian style, so 1800s. Why did I nod my head like that? That was like really aggressive. It's supposed to be 1800s style, and so I will be putting a link to this one in case you are interested or want to avoid, as I said. And the other is an underbust that I was excited about because it's really pretty. I think that's really cute. I believe this was, oh, the bow came undone. I believe this is part of their, what they're calling like a wedding line. Like, it was emphasized that it's supposed to be maybe cute for a wedding. Don't quote me on that, so that may not actually be true. However, this one I believe was also claiming to be historically based, and so I've tied the bow now. And I thought it was really pretty because I do like to wear a lot of long skirts, and I think it would be really cute to be able to just attach one of my tank tops or t-shirts with this and the skirt. I figured that would be pretty cute. Maybe I'll do a separate styling video. I'm not 100% in the mood for that right now. It is storming out, so I wanted to just kind of get this done quickly without audio being interfered with. Now, I will be honest, this one did boast being, what was the word they used? Lightly lined, I believe. So it's not going to give you, it's not going to give you a lot of shape. I mean, look at this. Yeah, it's giving me nothing. That was kind of mean. I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah, it's also way too big. Look at this. How did that even happen? Okay, you can see it like that. Look at that. That's a problem. Okay, I might have to rethread this myself, but looking at it now, so as you can see, this one is lightly lined, very lightly lined. I'm not getting much of anything, which is kind of fine depending on the purpose. If you're wanting to just be comfortable, wear it out, wear it, I don't know, to a festival or something like that. This is fine. You're gonna be able to wiggle around. It looks so top heavy. Sorry, I keep seeing myself in the viewfinder and I'm like, am I really doing this? It seems fine when I sit, but I mean, there's so much space. There's an awful lot of space. So when you're on the Corset Story website, it'll let you know, of course, the sizes, but it'll let you know their flexibility as far as inches. Naturally, just airing all my stuff. Naturally, I'm a 33 waist. With some of their corsets, it goes from maybe 30 to 34. And maybe that's where the problem lies, because this bust right here is a problem. It might get better as I season it, but just trying it on, it's a little worrisome. Like, I can fully, I don't know, it's pretty rough for a try on is what I'll say. With these others that you saw, I kept the way they threaded because the last time I hand threaded, it was a thing. So I just don't know how this bust is gonna be fixed at all. I'm gonna stop touching myself. This is weird. I'll give an update if I can. Don't quote me on that. I'm really bad with follow-up videos for videos. So far this bust is not super great. Like I mentioned, it is lightly lined. It'll be cute with some jeans. If you're going somewhere, you're gonna be able to move and everything like that. But if you're looking for shape with this one, I'll say it is pretty cute. It does have kind of a lacy design, the cute tan to pink ribbon style. It is pretty cute. However, if you're looking for shape, this is not going to be it. This will be a good everyday kind of corset. If you're trying to get used to having just something there that isn't a bra, it might be fine for that. But if you're trying to cinch your waist, this is not going to do it for you. And it'll just be kind of everyday flexible. For me, I'll figure out a use for it. I'm not a wasteful person. These things don't end up in the trash. If anything, maybe I'll sell it or give it to someone. But otherwise, this just might be going in my prop closet for use in videos and photo shoots and things like that. But as far as wearing it, I do have other lightly lined corsets that do still give me the shape that I like. It's just for some reason, this one is not doing it for me. Normally, I have it with a lightly lined, I can get it to about here. With my better ones, I can get it to here. This one, you can see, is not doing it for me. And unfortunately, I am not a Kardashian. I do not have a teeny tiny waist. And so, you know, it is what it is. I guess the overall question I try to ask myself when I do these videos, these review videos, is would I buy it again? Would I buy this corset again? Not from this try on. If I season it a little, and work with possibly rethreading, it could be a maybe, but that'll be for an update. For right now, I'm telling you, I probably would not buy this again. So there's that. If you were looking to buy this, I'll stand up one more time. You can get a good look at it. It looks so sad. I'm sorry, I'm bad at bows, but this is what it looks like. This is the coloring. This is what it looks like compared to kind of a, this is a petal pink. I know on the camera it's appearing coral. This is actually a petal pink. So this is going to be more of a tan, and this is more like a light mauve-y kind of style pink. You can see that. You can see the back of it and get a good look at it. You can see that it is lightly lined. There's not a whole lot going on here. These appear to be very flexible boning. And so if you're into it, just a cute one for every day, easy going or easy transitioning to waist training, this is maybe good. However, it's not offering any sort of shape. So if you were looking at this one and hoping that it would give you a nice Victorian shape, it's not gonna happen. Not with this one. Maybe another one, but not this one. Okay, so for the purpose of this one, I am wearing a dress because I realized I may have been showing y'all my nip nops, and I would prefer to not do that to y'all. So as you can see, this one, I love this one's shape. I'm not gonna lie to you. This one, I'm enjoying the shape it's giving me. It's sitting really well. at my waist. I'm not noticing too much finger space, so that's good to me. Let's see. So this one, yeah, this one's giving a really good shape. So if you're wanting to cinch, this is a good beginner cincher. I love this. This is actually really cute. Okay, so maybe the outfit doesn't quite do it a justice, but I'm liking that. Make sure it's sitting on me correctly. Oh, let me sit. I'm just a talking bust at this point. I'm so sorry. The shape is really good. I know I keep saying really, and I'm so sorry. That's really annoying. I like the shape of this one. This one's feeling really nice. Like I said, it's giving me a good shape. You can definitely tell the difference between one that is, I guess, not necessarily a cincher, but this one is definitely normally lined as opposed to lightly lined. You can see that it's giving me the shape that I usually would have with a good corset. Give a spin. Here's the side. And then I don't have it tied at the back. I try to do that when I'm first just using them. And for the display purposes, I don't have it tied, of course, back here. Just kind of cinching it as I turn. Here's the side again. And here's the front again. I'm not gonna lie, I love this one. Although I had a feeling I would, just because I really liked it on the model. This one, I believe, when I ordered it, was a pre-sale, and so I think they were still figuring out their numbers for it. And like I said, I want to say it was advertised as part of their like wedding line. Don't quote me on that. I also believe it was advertised as part of the historical line. Like if you typed in historical on the site, this corset would probably come up. I'm assuming it's attempting to be either Victorian or Edwardian period. It is mesh. If you can't tell from the video, it is a mesh corset. Kind of doesn't quite look like it, but it is. And so it's not going to be too constricting for those of you who are worried about having a cute corset, but it possibly being a little too daunting to just jump right into as a beginner. I love this one. From this angle, it actually really goes well with this dress. This would be the type of dress that I would just throw on and put this corset over. For example, I have like a yellow tank top, and is that the right word, tank top? I don't like saying wife beater, but you know which one I'm talking about, hopefully. I have one of those yellow shirts, and I have a brown skirt. I think this would go so well with it and look so cute. And the good thing about fashionable ones like this is you can just kind of throw it on anything and immediately it's kind of history bounding. Is it accurate? No, of course not, but it's really cute. And as far as history bounding, I mean, that's the goal, is just for it to be aesthetically pleasing to you and to work in with your modern elements as opposed to completely doing costuming, for which, you know, there is a difference between costuming and accuracy, and then history bounding, which is supposed to be for fun. And I know a lot of people are still trying to find their lines between those, and no one wants to be accused of gatekeeping and history bounding, especially since history bounding isn't supposed to be serious. But hey, I mean, I've witnessed some serious things, so I don't know. I don't know. Long story short, you can throw this on anything and you're history bounding, baby. I hated that. I hated that the moment I said that. I'm so sorry. This one I'm probably going to be wearing quite often. I'll probably try to take some pictures of it today, if not in the future. If you are not following me on Instagram, you might want to. I post there at least 3 times a week, and usually sometimes I'll give you a preview of any videos that I might be coming out with on the YouTube channel. I am hoping to up my subscriber count and up my overall uploads, because I'll always admit to you, I am guilty of not uploading very consistently or as often as others, and it's more just a personal thing in that I always let me put it this way. I have like a year's worth of videos filmed. I just, like I said at the beginning, I always think that maybe no one's actually watching. I'm grateful to my subscribers. So grateful, of course. It's really nice to put something out that I was worried about and just have someone give it a like even. It just reminds me like, oh yeah, there are people, like I have people who are interested in this. That's why they subscribe. So I want to say thank you to those subscribers. And if you are interested in subscribing, please do, of course. Or you can just follow me on Instagram without all the pomp and circumstance. I don't know. If you like this particular artwork back here, it is by Andrea Young Art. She is also on Instagram. Hopefully I've said her Instagram name correctly, but I'll be putting her info in the description as well. She liked one of my pictures that were on my Instagram, and she went ahead and just kind of did a glitter formatted drawing, and I really love it. It's really cute. I want to kind of recreate that exact look someday, so maybe that will be coming. I don't know. I don't want to promise you anything. I'm horrible here. But I like this corset. I went off on a wild tangent there. I'm so sorry. I love this corset. This one I'm really appreciative of. The tan one I don't love as much. I think if you're going to be purchasing that, keep in mind the bust may be an issue. I am a triple D, so it is kind of, I guess in a way it's good that the bust is so big. However, I was not expecting it to be that much bigger. Like that is what I would consider almost a full cup size bigger. So it looks like with the lightly lined, maybe there is a little bit of difference between that waist to bust ratio where you might want to size down on a lightly lined, but don't quote me. This could be, like I said, it could be a threading issue, so I could go through and rethread the laces. It could be that I haven't seasoned it well enough, but for a try-on, like I said, don't love it for a try-on. Usually, if I'm not getting a good vibe from the try-on, it may not be a corset that I choose to wear to give another chance to, if that makes sense. This one is getting another chance. I love my gold one. The gold one I showed you, I've already worn it a couple of times in some videos and for some pictures. It's very cute. I can't say I would order the beaded one again. I think it's going to be very beautiful for photos and pictures, but as far as going out and actually wearing it places and things like that, I am worried about the beading coming off and worried about it popping open because, like I said, the beading did get in the way of me fully being able to close it. So that is a problem. So basically, long story short, another TLDR, the beaded one, I don't believe I'd buy again. The tan one, lightly lined with the lace, I don't think I would buy again. The gold, if they came out with other colors, and I believe they have, oh, I would get it again. I just need to find an event to wear it to where I'm going to be bravely pretending to be a burlesque star. I don't know. And then this one, this cutie, this one I'm loving. Wish I could show you the full skirt and everything like that. But this one I'm digging. It's kind of giving a country girl vibe, I don't know. At least with this particular dress. It is a little longer, so it's not going to be super short torso friendly, but I don't mind as much. It is still very cute, very shapeable, very wiggable. I don't know what else I'm saying. I love this one. I would buy it again for sure. If I'm in Ulta looking at a new product, I'm going to YouTube and I'm looking at quick reviews that I can or quick try-ons. And so I've kind of tried to gear my channel towards that goal where you don't always have to sit through a whole lot. Hopefully, unlike this one is going to be long because I am talking. But as far as just aesthetics and just checking to see if something's going to look good, I am always going to be doing videos geared towards that. For example, if you haven't seen it already, I have a beauty bakery try-on video, and it's more so that people who are maybe of my skin tone or bone structure or what have you can take a look at those colors on me specifically, as well as how to take them off. So if you're ever wanting to see some specifics, just a twirl or a dance of what it looks like, of course, I may need more than one comment regarding it to do a video, but let me know. Or if you just want to know on Instagram what it looks like and you just want to see a quick picture of it, let me know. I'm all about not necessarily saving money, just fully being able to see what you're getting into before the money's out of your bank account. You know what I mean? So if you're interested in that, just always let me know. I can always do a quick video, and I would always love to, because that way you'll get to see it and everyone else who may not be aware of it can get to see it as well. So that was a really long video. I'm so sorry. I talked a lot. I had a lot to say. If you happen to notice any other affordable corset companies, please let me know, especially ones that I would like to get away from ones that are mass produced, like Corset Story. However, you know, for the price of one, it is very advantageous for those who are beginners and maybe don't want to fully invest in, say, a $200+ corset, whereas they could get the 4 and figure out which ones they want. You can get under busts and over busts and pin-up style and more everyday style, and you can get any kind of style with that being said. And it's a good tester without breaking your bank. Of course, if you are worried about the sustainability of it, that of course is still your personal choice. For me, these corsets are going to get worn. It's not a one and done kind of thing. You're going to see me in them. You're going to see me taking pictures in them. My friends are going to see them for sure. My mom, my family are going to see them. They're going to be real irritated. They're going to be like, you need to take that off. It's too much. So just keep in mind, you know, these are real reviews. I'm wearing them quite often, especially if you see the pictures of them. They aren't just a picture for that day. Usually it's because I have a full outfit with that. Yeah, if you're interested in any of my other Corset Story videos, I will be putting a link to those in the description. If you're interested in any of these corsets that I've tried on, I will also be putting a link there. And I believe their 4 for the price of 1 sale may still be going on by the time I release this video. And if it isn't, honestly, they do it maybe once a quarter, if I've noticed correctly. So it will be coming back. It's not a once a year. It's that blue jay again. I can't believe this. If you haven't seen my Marie Antoinette review video, I swear that's that same blue jay. Give it a watch if you want to know what I'm talking about. Anyway. Oh, what was I saying? I gotta sleep more. Let's end this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Give it a like if you want, subscribe if you want, leave a comment. I would like to know, especially if y'all are interested in more videos like this where I'm reviewing things that are for history bounding, or things that are for costuming as a whole, or just reviewing, I mean, anything that you're interested in. With all that being said, I'm gonna go eat. You can probably hear my stomach growling, and that's it. Bye.